year. Some real good people. And we're going to do a memorial service for some of our brothers and sisters who have left us in the past year, who have spent their entire life dedicated to this union. And at this time, I'd like to bring Rob Strunk up.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm going to be leaving you shortly to go up to the memorial service, but I did not want to let this moment pass without saying something about my friend Roy Pacifico. I met Roy back in 1975. I was running for office. I was running for a field office. The local president was an older gentleman by the name of Doug Seaman, who many of you remember. Doug did not support me in that election. He was supporting one of my opponents. And in doing so, because he didn't support me, he decided to bury me in the crowd at their installation banquet. And he put me at a table with a bunch of other young guys. He put me at the table with Roy, with John Newmere, and Rob Tarpley. John Newmere became local president, beat this guy. Roy Pacifico became state president. And I enjoyed their friendship and support for 30 years. At the last Denver Regional Conference, Annie Pacifico was there. And she spent some time with my wife and I, and we've become close friends for all these years. And she couldn't handle it. She had to leave. Because she knew Roy should be there.
Hello, boy, Rob. Go ahead, brother.
I apologize. These guys have seen me cry before. So, Roy loved the union. He was all about the union. He ran for coordinator once. And he was on the other team than I was. But we were friends. And I remember when the election results were coming in, he was at a president's conference in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we were in my room. And the person who won, Ray Del Moore, actually conceded the election about 2 hours before. He thought he lost the election to Roy Pacifico. And he went up and congratulated Roy. You can imagine the exhilaration of that moment for Roy, a dream come true, the efforts all coming to fruition, only to be told 2 hours later that no, there were some votes that were MEL votes that they hadn't counted, and he actually lost the election. But Roy never lost a thing. He walked out with pride and dignity, congratulated Ray Del because he was a union guy. He was proud, but he was dedicated to the betterment of this organization, no matter what. That wasn't the end of Roy's career. He stayed on. We spent a lot of time together. We played golf together. And it was at one of those golfing trips to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, that a lot of us go to every year, that Roy took his last visit to Myrtle Beach. And he played on that Sunday his round of golf, his last round of golf. Unfortunately, he played with my brother and Terry Grant and another gentleman from Dayton, Ohio. It wasn't John. And Roy couldn't make the round. He couldn't finish. He played 3 holes. He got sick. And eventually we called his wife. She came to town knowing he was not going home. Roy died in Myrtle Beach amongst his friends, his wife, and I want to thank you for what they're doing. I got to do this all over again. I love Roy Pacifico. Thank you.